Hello students, welcome to your social studies class. In the previous week, we started off with our PT2 syllabus. We started the first chapter of PT2, that is the chapter number 4, the Democratic Republic of Congo. In short, we call it as DRC. We studied about this country, where this country is located, the type of climate this country experiences, the vegetation and the wildlife of the country. We also did the different tribes of people living in this country and the different kinds of occupation the people of this country are involved in. I hope you have gone through the videos and have got some understanding on this chapter. So students, today let's conclude and do the back exercises of this chapter. So I request you to take page number 23. Please take, students, page number 23. There is just one star fact given on page number 23. The Democratic Republic of Congo once had the world's largest population of hippopotamuses. You can underline the word hippopotamuses. Due to poaching, now they are facing extinction. Students, as you all know from the videos, you would have understood that this country, that is Congo, is said to be the natural zoo of the world. Why? Because it had lot of population of different animals, especially the largest population. It was known for the largest population of hippopotamuses. A picture of a group of hippopotamuses given over here. But students, with due course of time, we can see that due to poaching. Now, what is poaching, students? Poaching is the illegal hunting of animals. So, because of illegally hunting of hippopotamuses, now they are facing extinction. That means these animals, that is hippopotamus, have come to an extinct due to the poaching, or you can say because of illegally hunting of hippopotamus, these animals have come to an extinct. Now let's do the word power given on page number 24. Students, kindly take page number 24. There are two word powers given over here. The first is the evergreen trees. Now, what are evergreen trees, students? The trees that remain green throughout the year. That means all those trees which are green in color throughout the year. Any time of the year, if you see these trees, they are always green in color. So these trees are called to be as the evergreen trees. Second is equatorial region. Now, what are equatorial region, students? The region on both sides of the equator. You have studied about the equator in the previous chapter. Now, what is equator? Equator is the important line of latitude. Important line of latitude is equator. And the region which is near the equator is called the equatorial region. That is both sides of equator, that is above the equator and below the line of equator. So all those regions which are near the equator or below and above the equator are called as equatorial region. Now let us do the let us recall. Same page, we can continue. Yes. The first, the Democratic Republic of Congo is located in the equatorial region. Okay, so you can underline equatorial region. This country, DRC, is located in the equatorial region, that is near the equator, line of equator. It has hot and wet climate. Now, what kind of climate does this country experiences? It experiences hot and wet climate. The second part, most of the parts are covered with rainforest. So this country's most of the parts are covered with rainforest. We have seen that this country has a dense forest. Now, which kind of forest do we call? We call them as rainforest. Why rainforest? Because it contains evergreen trees. Because you can see the name as suggests, rainforest, the forest which receives maximum amount of rainfall are called to be as the rainforest. And because of lot of rainfall, the trees over there remain always evergreen in color. It remains green in color. The third, it is rich in mineral resources. The Congo, that is the Democratic Republic of Congo, is rich in mineral resources. We have found so many kind of minerals or mineral resources have been found in this country. That is why we call mining as one of the important occupation of DRC. Okay, why? Because it has lot of mineral resources. You can name some like cobalt. Cobalt is there. Diamonds have been found there. Gold has been found. Copper and so on. The fourth, it is called the natural zoo of the world. Now, this is one of the feature of the DRC. It is called the natural zoo of the world. Why? Because a lot of animals have been found like gorillas, chimpanzees, hippopotamus, then different insects have been found here, reptiles have been found like crocodile, snakes, different varieties of pythons, etc. So because of all this, because of lot of population of animals have been found in this country, that is the reason why we call Democratic Republic of Congo as natural zoo of the world. The fifth part, tribals are major population groups of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Now, what are tribals, students? Yes, the tribals are the group of people which keep on moving from one place to another, maybe one forest to the other. They are tribals. They don't settle at one place. They keep on moving in search of food, shelter, clothing, etc. So the basically two types of tribes we have found. We have studied about two tribal people of DRC, that is the Bantu tribe and the Pygmies. Okay, so there are majorly two tribes which have been found in DRC. They are the Bantu tribe and the Pygmy tribe. The sixth point, the main crops are cassava, rice, maize, rubber, coffee, cocoa, palm oil and cotton. So there are so many crops found over here, the cassava being the staple food of Democratic Republic of Congo. Other than cassava, we have different major crops like rice, maize, rubber and so on. The seventh point and the last, the Congo River is the most important means of transport. Okay, for transportation, we have been taking help of this Congo River. Now, what is the Congo River is also known to be the second longest river of Africa. Okay? So, the second longest river of Africa is the Congo River, and it is most important means of transport. Okay, to travel from one country to another, people take the help of the Congo River. So now let's do the back exercises of this chapter. You can take page number 25. Please be ready with your pencils. Page number 25. let's do the back exercise. Yes. So the first question here is question number A. Tick the right answer. Tick the right answer. The first question, number 1. The capital of Democratic Republic of Congo. Just like India has Delhi as its capital. So what is the capital of DRC? It is Kinshasa. The second point. Okay, you can underline Kinshasa is the capital of Democratic Republic of Congo. The second question is, which is the largest seaport in the Democratic Republic of Congo? Which is the largest seaport, students? It is Matadi. You can tick the first option, that is Matadi is said to be the largest seaport found in Democratic Republic of Congo. Third, the staple food of people of Democratic Republic of Congo is, which is the staple food, students? It is cassava. It is a kind of tapioca. We call it in India as tapioca. Fourth, an important line of latitude which passes through Democratic Republic of Congo is, yes, which is the important line of latitude, students? The important line of latitude is the third option, the equator. You can underline and put a tick on equator. Yes. Now let's do the second questions. Fill in the blanks. The first, the Democratic Republic of Congo is the dash largest country in Africa. Now we are asking in the continent Africa, at which number does Republic of Congo belongs? It is the third largest country. It is in third number. It is the third largest country in Africa. The second question, it is the largest producer of cobalt and dash in the world. Yes, students, it is the largest. Congo is the largest producer of cobalt and diamond. Okay, so these are the two major minerals which have been found in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The third, most of the Democratic Republic of Congo is covered with dash. Okay, so most of the Democratic Republic of Congo is covered with evergreen trees. Okay, yes, so the evergreen trees are mostly found in the Democratic Republic of Congo, the parts of Democratic Republic of Congo. The fourth question, vegetation consisting of grasslands with short trees is called dash. Okay, so along with the rainforest, students, or along with the evergreen trees, we have found grasslands with short trees. Now, which are these grasslands? What are they called as? They are called as savanna. S-A-V-A-N-N-A-H. Okay, so savanna, the grasslands with short trees found in the DRC are called savanna. Fifth, the equator passes through the dash part of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Which part? From which part the equator is passing? It is passing through the center part of the Democratic Republic of Congo. Let's do the next question, students. I hope you have understood and you have no doubts with the questions we did till now. Let's do the C part. Write T for the true and F for the false statements. Okay, so let's do the true and false. Yes. Number 1, the trees found in the rainforest are deciduous. Do you think it is a true statement? It is false, students. Why? Because we have seen that the trees found in rainforest are evergreen. They are always green in color. So the first statement is false. So you can write false over there. The second, Democratic Republic of Congo exports most of its minerals. Yes, it is true. We have seen that Democratic Republic of Congo is rich in mineral resources. So they have been exporting. Now what is exporting? That means trading the minerals, sending the minerals from the one country to the different parts of the different countries. So we can say that this statement is true. The second statement is true. Third, pygmies have a modern lifestyle. Okay, do you think pygmies have modern lifestyle? No. Why? Because they stay in the dense forest. They live a primitive life. So you can say they have a primitive lifestyle, just like the early humans had. They live in the dense forest and they they have the primitive lifestyle. So you can say the third statement as false. You can write over there false. The fourth statement, the Democratic Republic of Congo has a rich wildlife. Yes, it is a true statement. Why? Because we have seen different kinds of animals in the country, in the dense forest of this country. So now we are having the last two questions, that is the answer these questions in short and give reason. So let's not do it in much detail because you will be having all the answers for this in the question bank. Still, let's have a look at these questions. First, what was the former name? What was the former name of Democratic Republic of Congo? So earlier this Democratic Republic of Congo was known to be as Zaire. Okay, so you can write the former name of Democratic Republic of Congo was Zaire, is Zaire. Second question, what kind of climate does the Democratic Republic of Congo have? So what kind of climate does it experience? The country being in the equatorial region, it experiences hot and wet climate. Okay, so you can the climate of DRC or Democratic Republic of Congo has hot and wet climate. Question 3, describe the natural vegetation of the Democratic Republic of Congo. So we can write here the vegetation. Here we have the rainforest and savanna. Few parts, few grasslands have been found, so you can say rainforest and savanna are the vegetation part of DRC. Fourth question, what are the crops grown in the Democratic Republic of Congo? So you can write any three names. The crops of major being the staple food being the cassava. You can write cassava, you can write rice, you can write any three names. You can write maize, etc. Cocoa, etc. Then who are pygmies, students? Pygmies were the primitive tribe. Okay, pygmies were the primitive tribe, and you can say that they were very short in height. Okay, so the pygmies were a primitive tribe found in the dense forest of Democratic Republic of Congo, and they were the dwarf people. Okay, they were very short in height. The next is a value-based question. Since we don't have much space here, you can just understand the answer. An area of forest the size of football field is being destroyed every second on earth. Why should they be protected? Or you can say, what values do forests add to our life? Okay, so why do we consider forest to be an important part? Okay, why we consider, or why do we value forest? What values does it contain? We can, as you all know, students, the forests are really important to us, all of us. Okay, why? Because first of all, these are shelter to many of the wildlife. Okay, you can say that they are home to the animals. The wild animals stay in the forest. So forests are important. Secondly, we can say the forest helps in the soil. It prevents soil erosion. So this is one of the feature of, you can say, of the forest. So that's why forests are important. Then we can say it controls the climatic changes. It controls whatever climate change is taking place. It helps in controlling them. It helps in the water cycle, the temperature part. Then it helps in global warming. It provides nutritional plants, okay, with the help of which we produce medicine. So all these nutritional plants have been found in the forest. So we can say forests are important to all of us. The next question here is give reason, the E part. Give reason for the following. First, the river Congo is called the highway of Central Africa. We already know that river Congo is the second longest river, and it helps in the transportation purpose. Okay, it helps in the transportation. So that is the reason why we call it as the highway of Central Africa. It is connecting all the different countries of Africa. So that is why we call it as highway of Central Africa. The second question, the rainforests are called evergreen forest. Why? Because the forest which receives maximum amount of rain are called rainforests, and because of the availability of water, they remain. The trees here remain evergreen. The trees are evergreen because they receive lot of rainfall. Third, the Democratic Republic of Congo is the natural zoo of the world. And why? Give reason. Because you have seen that, first of all, it was known for the largest population of hippopotamus. Other than hippopotamus, we can see so many kind of species have been found. So many wildlife have been found in this country. So because of its wildlife, so many wildlife like different animals, gorillas, insects, reptiles like different snakes, pythons, crocodiles. So all these led to the country to be called as the natural zoo of the world. Now, pygmies are primitive. Why pygmies are primitive? Because they have primitive lifestyle. Okay, and they have primitive lifestyle, and they have been found in the dense forests of the country. Okay, so that is pygmies are a primitive tribe. They have been seen in the dense forest. They are normally very short in height and were called to be as the dwarf human beings found in the African continent. Okay, so I hope you are clear with the answers, exercise answers. So by this, students, we come to the end of this chapter, that is the Democratic Republic of Congo. So please go through this chapter, take a reading of this chapter. You will understand and go through the video sessions. Okay, so that's all for the day, students. We'll see you in the next class with a new chapter. Thank you.